can even get to God.
Hey guys, Himi here. I'm gonna do a quick guide of how I like to play Twitch. Now, right now we're looking at my rune page that I use for when I play AD carry. I do attack damage marks, armor seals, attack speed glyphs, and attack speed quintessences. To me, I feel like this has the best presence in lane, other than any other kind of build you could do. The attack speed on Twitch is really good, so I try to get as much of that early game as I can, and with this page you can do so. Now, my Masteries, I use 2190, picking up all the essential AD points in the offensive tree, and then in the defensive tree, you build how you want to do it. I like to get as much armor and health as I can against their AD carry, since it's AD, but you can do whatever you want. Just what I prefer to do. Now, it's a gameplay. What Twitch's passive does, it adds a stack onto his target, up to 6 stacks, and for each stack it does true damage, or 5 true damage per stack. So at max stats, it does 30 true damage per second, which is very good. I like to try to have this going on their AD carry at all times to just force him out of lane. And now we're moving on to his actual moveset. What his Q does is his Q puts him into stealth for a brief moment, and out of stealth it increases his attack speed. This move is very good for when you're coming into a gank, say like mid lane or something. You push the bottom tower in and you start roaming. You can easily just roam to mid and probably pick up a nice quick kill with the amount of time you have stealth to get up behind the target, get right up on them, and then make it so they can't really run away from you. What his W does is his W throws out a casket. This casket adds 2 stacks of poison on the enemy, and also slows them for a brief moment. Very good for basically when you're coming in or you're going hard on their AD carry and their support, and you need them to be slowed so you can get some more auto attacks on them. What his E does, as you just saw there, it just explodes his stacks. The more stacks you have of his passive on, the more damage it'll do, and I prefer to max that first and then get the stealth and then his W. What his ult does, his ult increases his auto attack range and hits all enemies within the explosion of the shot and enemies behind him, and any enemy that's in between your target, and adds stacks onto them. Very good when you have like Randuin's Hurricane to spread the dots more and bigger attack ranges. It's amazing with that. Now I'm gonna show a quick like opener I like to do when I'm going for a 1v1, is I like to start coming in stealth. Instantly throw out a casket when you're like really close to them, so they can't really run away as quick, and then just auto attack till you get to full stacks. At full stacks, activate your E, and then by that point they should basically be dead. And if you had like Blade of the Rune King or something, you would activate Blade of the Rune King. You would also do the same thing, say if you had a Ghost Blade, which is another item I like to build. Going on to my the item build I like to do, I always like to start out with a longsword instead of a Thorn's Blade. I like the extra damage it does. I mean, it doesn't really do that much extra damage, but it does enough to me, and then it's a lot easier to save like 400 gold to go back and get the Vampiric Scepter to start working on your build already than to just start from scratch. Then on my first back, I like to go back. Usually I have around 1,040 gold or 1,500 gold, and instead of going back and get what most people get is a BF sword, I go back and finish my cutlass and get my boots. After that, it's just go with what you want. Usually in the build order, I have this exactly in the way I like to finish my build. So I like to start with my Blade of the Root King, get my Hurricane, get some lifesteal with the Bloodthirster, some more damage with the Infinity Edge, and then pick up some extra magic resistance, say with the Mob Memorius, like I did here, to counter an AP mid that they have. You could also get a Last Whisper if they had someone who's really tanky, like Malphite or Rammus, who builds a lot of armor. But that's basically all. I finished my boots. Most people get attack speed. I like to get the Milbos. Alright, well, that's the end of my build. That's how I like to play him. If you liked, subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you next time.